Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Now before I start this video, I just want to preface that the opinions being shared in this video are truly that. They are opinions, they're not facts, and they're not the true truth to any of these things that I'm talking about. They're simply my opinions about the matters, and they're not that serious. You're allowed to have differing opinions, and you're allowed to debate your points in the comments if you would like to. I just want to share my opinions because why not? I love hearing my own voice. So, my first opinion has to do with the Produce series. They're survival shows where typically 101 contestants compete against one another, and my opinion is specifically about the two female series, Produce 101 Season 1 and Produce 48, the third season of the show. My opinion is that IZ*ONE is better than IOI. So, a lot of this comes down to the concept of the groups. IOI, a lot of people, from what I've seen, describe them as kind of like a girl next door group and a really relatable group that will never be matched. IZ*ONE has a lot more of an elegant, aesthetically pleasing concept. I love both groups and love the music from both groups, but I definitely can admit that IZ*ONE has a concept and an idea that appeals to me more than IOI does. I also think that the reason a lot of us see IOI as this girl next door group is because of the fact that their music videos and their songs give off that vibe. And the reason people see IZ*ONE as a more perfectly sculpted group has to do with the fact that their music videos portray that image. And that if you had switched the music videos and the concepts between the two groups, I think that our perception of the groups would also be switched, which is maybe incorrect, but that's just like a little theory that I have. My next opinion is that Luna isn't perfect. So I am in orbit and Luna is my ultimate group and I love them dearly and love all of their songs. But I am not someone who believes that Luna is infallible when it comes to having flaws. There are some issues with the group. They're not perfect, just like any other group. You know, their rap line is a little bit lacking. You haven't seen them do any super amazing raps. Jin Soul has done some raps, but for the most part, it's a little bit lacking. And their vocals, sometimes when people share vocals, like, they're not great. Luna, in my opinion, hasn't really had a lot of opportunities to showcase vocals during performances. I feel like a lot of times they're still lip syncing or still singing over a backing track in a lot of their performances, so I haven't heard a lot of their raw vocals during performances when they're dancing, which is not true for all of the members, and maybe I'm just missing those performances out there, but I feel like I haven't seen those things. I know that for Chu, a lot of her high notes, I've never really gotten to hear them 100% live, so it's definitely a little bit interesting. But the group is still really talented, and I love them, and I love their concept, and I love the lore behind the group, and I think it's really amazing. They definitely deserve a lot of success, but I think it's also important for us to understand that they aren't perfect. And I think most people realize they aren't perfect, but the whole perfection thing kind of comes along with the Stan Luna meme. So I think that's kind of where that comes from. My next opinion, I think this is going to be a little bit controversial. Just to preface, this is just my opinion. This is not a fact. I think that girl groups are better than boy groups. I don't really know why, but in my life, female artists have always appealed to me more than male artists. And specifically in K-pop, I feel like female artists have a much wider range of concepts and sounds than male artists have. A lot of times when I'm listening to male songs, I feel like I'm either listening to someone scream, or someone rap the whole time, or someone strain their voice the whole time. And to me, that's not enjoyable. I really don't enjoy the super tough and angsty dark vibes that a lot of boy groups have. I definitely prefer the cute concepts. I think that those are a lot more appealing to me, and because of that, I just in general enjoy girl groups more, and I think they're better. But I know that that's not a fact, and I can recognize that there are going to be people that think boy groups are better, and really comparing them is stupid, but it's just my opinion, and that is just going to be what it is. My next opinion is that it does not matter who you call kings/queens in K-pop. This is specifically referencing people that get mad at individuals who call rookie groups kings and queens. Like, it's not that serious, Jan. Like, if someone calls a rookie group queens, it doesn't matter. I call my dog a king when he poops outside instead of pooping inside. Like, it's really not that deep. If I like a group, I'm going to call them queens, and there's nothing you can say about it. It's not discrediting any senior group's accomplishments. It's just saying that I like this group. That's all it is. And I feel like people are trying to gatekeep who you can call a king and who you can call a queen, and it's getting tiring. It's not that serious. My next opinion is that Cherry Bullet is the best female rookie debut of 2019. This is once again not a fact. Their concept and their songs I have just liked the most. I'm also obsessed with Everglow and ITZY, but Cherry Bullet really is just the group for me. Their music videos with the whole video game aesthetic is so pleasing, and they're gorgeously stunning music videos and gorgeously stunning girls. So I'm really enjoying their debut so far. I know they've had some issues with line distributions because of their foreign members not being ready to sing in Korean as much, but it was a little bit better in their comeback. So I'm really excited to see where Cherry Bullet keeps going with their career in the future. I definitely think they're my favorite debut of 2019 so far. My next opinion is that it's a shame that people don't pay as much attention to Japanese debuts and comebacks from groups. They always get less attention, whether it be Girls' Generation or Red Velvet or Twice. They never get as much views or streams as the Korean comebacks and debuts, which is fine, but there are some amazing songs out there. One of my favorite songs from any K-pop group is Breakthrough by Twice. I know it's really new, but I love every single second of that song. I love the music video. Like, there's a reason it's in my intro for this channel. It's a fabulous song and music video. I think it's a shame that not everybody will get to see it because they don't listen to the Japanese music that the groups release. In my opinion, it can be just as good, and I think it's a shame that not everyone gets to hear those things. My next opinion is that some of GFRIEND's songs sound too similar. This is really only a couple of them, but there are three. I believe it's Me Gustas 2, Navilera, and Rough. But first, when I start listening, I cannot figure out which song I'm listening to, and it takes a while for me to figure that out. And I feel like that's an issue. I always think it's okay when a group has songs with similar concepts, but when you're breaching into the point where you have multiple songs that sound pretty similar and can be indistinguishable to someone who doesn't listen to them all the time, I think that's an issue because you want each of your songs and your comebacks to have signature sounds, and when three sound so similar to my ears at least, it's a little bit disheartening and a little bit sad. I still love the group. I love all their songs. I listen to Sunrise all the time. It's one of my favorite K-pop songs right now, but I just think that those three songs sound kind of similar, and I think that's unfortunate. I think they found a sound that they liked, and they really decided to capitalize on that, which has happened with other groups like Momoland. But I think it's a shame when that happens because these girls are so talented. They can do a different concept and a different sounding song, which they showed us with Fever. They can pull off a whole new sound, and I think it's important to show that off instead of just recycling similar songs 3 times. My next opinion is that Icy is better than Dalla Dalla. I love Dalla Dalla. I learned the dance to Dalla Dalla. I love ITZY. They really are the next generation of K-pop and are fabulous, but I like Icy more. And maybe that's because it's new and it has recency bias for me, but I just love it. I just love the sass. This is totally Yuna's era, and in the music video, she just is giving me life. It's a fabulous song. I can't wait to see where they go next with their career. I'm loving their B-sides for the most part, but I'm mostly loving their title tracks, and they are a fabulous group. And the vibe of Icy, I just like more. I love the chorus. It feels less screamy. To me, Dalla Dalla is kind of like high notes the whole time, very high energy and a little bit screamy at times. But Icy, I just love it. The tattoo blah blah. I just love it. I know that sounded stupid when I tried to sing it, but I just love that part of the song, and I just can't describe it. My next opinion is that Russian Roulette is Red Velvet's best title track. I don't know if this is unpopular or not, but I saw some comment at some point talking about how it was an unpopular thing, but I love Russian Roulette. Everything about the era, the music video is fabulous to me. All the girls looked stunning in this era. Their hair was so unique. Joy with the platinum blonde and the yellow at the bottom, I love that. That's like my favorite Joy era, despite the fact that she went viral with the rainbow dress. Like, Joy with her yellow hair, I love that so much. It made Joy my bias, and I love the song. It's so catchy. It's one of my songs I can listen to at any time. I always love listening to it, and I think that it doesn't get enough credit because songs like Bad Boy came out, and I love Bad Boy too. I love every single Red Velvet song, but Russian Roulette really is that girl for me. My last opinion is that Twice does not owe you a change in concept. A lot of people complain that Twice was too cute all the time or too happy all the time and that they needed to change their concept, but at least their songs sounded different all the time. Twice found a concept that was successful for them and kept making songs that fit that concept rather than finding a sound and repeating the same sound over and over. Twice's songs, in my opinion, always sound different and they're all very enjoyable. And just because you want them to change their concept doesn't mean that they have to. They kind of did with Fancy, but it wasn't a super big change. But a lot of fans act like it's bad for Twice to be sticking to a similar concept, but I see no issue with it. I love all their songs. I don't care if they ever switch their concept. If they want to be cute and happy all the time, do it because it fits them and it's wonderful and I love it. And I feel like some fans feel like they're entitled to a concept change from a group, especially with Twice. And it's just not true. I think it has to do with part of the Twice hate bandwagon that there was for a little while there. It's like a continuation of that, but just less severe. You're not specifically hating on them, but you're just saying, oh, they need to change their concept. Like, it implies that their concept is tired and that they need to change it. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you stuck all the way through, this is my first video on my channel, and I really hope to be uploading a lot more about K-pop and my opinions and various things, and I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm really excited to keep making more videos for you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. Comment down below some of your opinions that you think are popular, and subscribe to me. It would be greatly appreciated. See y'all later. Bye!